getting kills in the video game does not give you more weapon experience. The only thing that currently impacts it would be your mission experience, which has 5 factors: main objective, optional objectives, Helldivers extracting, outpost destroyed, and mission time remaining. So basically, do as much as you can as fast as you can to get the most mission experience possible. That then equates 1-to-1 to your weapon experience. And the higher difficulty you choose, the more experience you get. Super Helldive is currently a 300% multiplier to experience and requisition. I feel like I should explain the thumbnail. If you get into a game with a modder or a hacker, they can break the game. 421,000 rec slips, 1,200 medals, 82,000 experience. You don't get all this stuff as like a bank, essentially. But if you didn't have it before, you get it now. And XP, it'll max out a weapon, because weapons require 47,200 experience to max out entirely. And towards the end of weapon leveling, they require a lot more. I'll be breaking down the best missions, planets, and loadouts for getting as much weapon experience as you can in a timely manner. Be wary. If you're someone who relies on the game to give you a reason to play, i.e. grinds, major orders, maybe don't try and grind out weapon experience as fast as possible. But if you're someone that can self-regulate and give yourself a reason to log in and still have fun, and you're actually wanting to have weapons feel better to use, then maybe these tips will help you. There will be timestamps, so feel free to skip ahead. Without further ado, the best mission for our current needs is Blitz versus the automatons. Main objective is breaking anywhere from 6 to maybe 9 fabricators. These structures are normally pretty mid-size, and they're easy to see. They get one-shot by so many items in an arsenal, you can be across the map and beat the mission without even leaving the extraction point. If your map has city blocks, you'll get bulk fabricators guaranteed, and those are way tankier than base fabricators. Other options, if you wanted to take them, would be going versus the bugs and closing bug nests, bug holes. That requires a bit more time and effort. If you like it, go nuts though. And Illuminate, which have a chance to be more efficient, but they're kind of deadly right now. The ideal planets are open layouts. Churon Prime is the best one you can get at the moment, but sometimes you don't have any missions available on the difficulty you're choosing to do. So another option would be Choapacia I5. Not great at Roman numerals, my bad. And from there, the options in this very instance don't exactly be the best. I would avoid doing anything on ice missions if you're doing Blitz, because there's icicle glaciers that will block your ability to see structures from far away, making it just take longer. Because the goal here is being efficient. It's trying to save time. And forest planets aren't exactly great either. Vernon Wells has giant rocks that will separate the map. I'd avoid that. Azer Pass, potentially not the worst option. If you're playing solo, I recommend simply beating the main objective and then committing self-Sudoku. It may seem undemocratic, but the time you spend trying to do more objectives by yourself and then having to travel back to the extraction point, wait for the ship to evac, only for 1 player XP bonus for extraction, isn't exactly worth it. You'll get roughly 1,000 experience doing it this way. Once you start talking about duos, trios, especially 4-mans, I think you're better off finding random people and doing the entire mission. Main objective, side objective, little encampments, I forget their exact name, and beating it as quick as you can to get upwards of 2,700 experience with random people. I did it yesterday and we were beating missions. The fastest one was 6:06. A couple were 7 minutes. Because loading screens still exists. The loading screen to initiate the mission, the loading screen once the mission ends, that is inescapable as far as I can tell. If you're playing solo, I recommend landing on a hill. It says danger, enemy presence. I don't trust it. They were not lying about the enemy presence. I'm choosing Quasar Cannon to one-shot fabricators with infinite ammo, Hover Pack to get high ground to avoid units that will bother me otherwise, and have a better sightline on other objectives. Anti-tank emplacement just in case I get a good sightline on a fortress, other POI, and walking barrage so I can toss it away from myself and hopefully it does something. Armor is servo assisted to have longer throwing range for my walking barrage and my thermites. Thermites one-shot fabricators. The primary is whatever you're trying to level up, so it's not a big deal. Whatever you need experience for, choose that as your primary. Booster is your choice. I'll take Vitality. I don't plan on walking that far, truth be told. And once you're done with the mission, you grenade yourself or just die quickly, and you're done. 1,000 experience. That solo mission has shown me that 4-man is simply superior. Land in the middle of the map and split up. Top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, to an extent. Don't be perfect about it, but just don't go to the exact same POI. Doing so wastes your time. And when people get things complete to a decent degree, you want to have one person who's closest to the extract go there and call it. And this is where your loadouts come into play and save you a ton of time. Also explaining what to bring to break certain structures. Booster is massive here. Make sure at least one person, make sure a person brings expert extraction pilot. Lowers the time it takes for the extraction shuttle to reach the extraction beacon. If you're on a regular timer of a 2-minute extraction, that's the normal time, it'll make it a minute 20 seconds, give or take a second or two. That's a 40-second saving. If you're in a mission that has complex stratagem plotting, modifier making it so call-in times increase by 50%, which also affects the extraction time, it's normally going to be a 3-minute wait. With the booster, it's 2 minutes and 2 seconds. You're shaving off dang near a whole minute. This booster is godlike. And extracting is nice because you get extra experience for each person who makes it out alive. Like upwards of 200 experience. For stratagems, I go Quasar, self-explanatory, one shot, infinite ammo. Jetpack to traverse the land. I'm trying to walk every place and do actual objectives. 500 kg. Main reason is to destroy detector towers. This one taps it if you land it close to it. You can also take orbital laser in replacement of this. Anti-tank, that's HMG emplacement. Anti-tank emplacement. Sometimes. Other times I take strafing run and I use that run to destroy fabricators and save myself resources. I adjust my loadout based on what my teammates are bringing. Usually they'll take 2 anti-tank emplacements at the minimum, so I don't have to bring one. I can take a 500 kg, orb laser, both, strafing run, and I'm good. The things I don't really change at all is the Quasar and the jetpack. Sometimes I'll take recoilless rifle just for fun. It gets the job done, but having jetpack is kind of nice. Hover pack also works if you want high ground. You can do whatever you want in terms of figuring out what works best for you. Just try and bring weapons that can break fabricators. And movement is also a decent thing to have. Barrages, they're alright too. Walking barrage might be more ideal because it just moves forward. If you're doing barrages, bring servo assisted. The choices are definitely there. You can go crazy with it. And I'm curious to see how you can make this work versus the Illuminate, because it might be a better option playing against those guys when you're solo. Because some of the automaton objectives aren't exactly the most generous. And you can just drop hellbombs. Wait a second. It may behoove you to bring a hellbomb backpack, you and one other person in your squadron, to destroy the stratagem jammers without having to wait any time at all. I didn't even think about that, because ultimatum can't break them anymore. But the hellbomb backpack can. Huh. Honestly, if you're in a coordinated group, one FRV wouldn't be a bad idea. Or multiple, honestly. And hellbomb backpacks. That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy indeed. I just had that freaking eureka moment. When you finish the objectives, you have someone maybe do one extra thing and then go call the extraction. Call it before everything's complete. That way the shuttle can land, and ideally, shuttle lands and your teammates either complete everything at that moment or shortly after. When they're done with their objectives off in Narnia, they commit Sudoku, die, and they get summoned back to you. Instant transmission. Teleportation. The Doc Aughts. Saves you so much time that way. And then you can all extract and get that extra XP. The whole point of extraction is for extra experience. Plus, dying 20 times is a hassle. And being in a group dying, you can die, and then you have to wait for your teammate to die so you can respawn. It makes everything take a lot longer. Unless you hold hands, sing Kumbaya, and fire ultimatums, in which case, it's a little bit faster, but still. Extraction doesn't take that long. One person can go there early on. Just trust me, extraction makes sense. I think it makes sense. If you're really fast, I believe you could get this done in 4 minutes, like a very fast pace. 5 minutes would be pretty crazy, and 6 to 7 minutes is more expected. Anyway, that's the video. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.